Girl, bye. Girl, bye. Hey, Taylor. Hey, I'm just Michael. Hey, Samantha Marie. Consciousness Human. Hey, Miss Bluey. Dancer. Oh, Danak 043. Hey, Lady O. I'm just over here relaxing with Mr. Sappho. He been off all week. I ain't neglecting y'all. I have so much anxiety waiting for my child to call. I have so much anxiety. I got so much anxiety, y'all. Who business you about to tell now? Let me think of some business, Miss Honey. Oh, no. I'm sorry, Miss Honey. Latoya, Renee, let me think of somebody's business to tell. Don't have me get on your page and post your business. Because you know I be posting y'all saggy titties. I'll be over there in a minute, Latoya. Get your page ready. Since you got something smart to say real early. I'll be right on up over there, Miss Toya. Go get your affairs in order. Go ahead. Go get your affairs in order on that page because I'm going to be right on up over there. You guys saying Blue getting out when we want to see him go back to... Girl, what the hell is y'all talking about? He ain't got no wife. Thank you, Barbie girl. Barbie girl. You neglecting me though. Hey, I be neglecting shit I can't read. Mac Gino. Hey, Mac Gino. 344. You didn't say hey to me. Hey, pretty ass hood B. You know I can't say that on here. Hey, ABN90. I see you everywhere. You don't play about this family. That I know for sure. How you doing? And so much to tell him. Oh my gosh. I don't know if he's going to believe it or not. He wouldn't believe it. I don't even tell him stuff no more because he just be like, I don't want to know none of that. I'm trying to stay focused and that ain't my business. And I'd be like, ooh, I'd be rubbing it in like, you thought somebody loved you, huh? Child, you thought somebody really fucking loved you, huh? I mean, that's what us mamas do. We just rub the shit in on our kids. I've been rubbing it in. That's why they ain't got no soft spot, honey. Even if they throw an interception, I'd be like, damn, was he on your team? Did you know him? Child. I just try to gently rub it in. Oh, you thought you was special. You was just another John. Okay, John. I named him John. That's his daddy name, girl. They think they special. No, nigga, you just another John. You didn't learn nothing from your daddy when he tried to upgrade. Look at your daddy, son. Just look at your daddy. I'm not knocking you, John. I ain't gonna make fun of my baby daddy because that, you know, it's a sensitive time. And, you know, we got to go out the country together. We got all this stuff we got to do together. And I want to be respectful to my baby daddy because I don't want to be disbarred from going to hang out and see all my kids' endeavors. And I ain't never been out the country before, so I'm excited to go. So, baby daddy, don't you get to going over there running your mouth to your son talking about she over there talking shit about me. Girl, you know how them baby daddies do. They get to telling the kids on you and shit. Don't you hate that shit when the baby daddy, your mama always over there running her fucking mouth. That's why she ain't got no man now. Girl, them kids gonna get grown one day. You ain't gonna be able to talk about they daddy when they get old enough to tell you to shut up, honey. So just stop talking about they daddies now. Talk about them under your breath, honey, under your breath. You know he's slow. Just say it. Don't say it to your kids. Just say it to yourself. Because I read somewhere. I do be over here reading. I don't just be over here flossing and looking at the mountains and shit. I be over here reading. And it do say that the kids take after our membranes, okay? They take after our brains, and the daddies just build up their bodies, okay? So if your son is slow, it's because you slow. And no, I don't mean no harm by that. I'm just telling you what the paper said about my baby daddy, okay? My baby daddies is all slow, but my kids is not slow. They might be a little hard-headed and a little disrespectful. That they is for sure. At this point, I feel like your son should have did better with... Girl, let the new people do better, okay? Leave him out of that. He did the best he could do. He doing it 2 years, and he ain't complained one damn day. Happy birthday, Bree Bree. There go my Bree Bree. My Bree Bree turned 30-something today. I ain't finna tell y'all how old that coochie is, but it's 30-something. Happy birthday, Bree Bree. They always want to try to make my son be the great white hope. He don't know how to... He is the baby in the family. Y'all do know that Blueface is the baby in the family, right? He is the baby in the family. How the fuck he gonna help somebody? He don't even barely know how to help himself. Okay? He's the brat baby in our family. We all had to do... When he started whining, when the baby cry in your house and your mama be like, don't you hear my fucking baby crying? And all the kids jump up and run and get the little nigga. That's Blue. Didn't my baby say he was hungry? Give him something to eat. Girl, Dre and Callie couldn't stand Blue. Can you write Andre? I am not sure at this time. The last thing that I heard that we couldn't. But I'ma let his brother handle all that, and I'm just gonna be here to support. They told me to mind my own fucking business and just be the grandma. That's what I'm doing. They told me to just be the grandma. That's what I'm doing. How is Callie and Dre? As good as they possibly could be doing. Callie and Dre like this, so Callie is not. She's struggling with Dre being in jail, so she doing the best she could do with her kids right now. Why is Dre in jail? What did he do? Well, it's a long story, but you can pretty much guess. And don't y'all try to blame it on me about my kids getting into it with they women. I don't know what that's all about. They should have listened to me. That's all I'ma say. If I know she don't like you no more, or I could tell that she ain't feeling you no more, and it's be getting bitter, I tell them to leave. They don't listen. That's on them. Your mama supposed to tell you. It's up to you to listen. You could tell when a woman is tired of your son. Hey, look at here. She don't like you no more, partner. She ain't feeling you like that. So when you go over there trying to tell her what to do or how to do it, and she pop off, and then you pop off, and then you in jail, that's going to be your fault. That's all I can tell you. They need to listen. I know if these women like them or not. I know, because I barely like them. So as soon as they start looking sideways at them, I'll be like, I know you could go at any time because you just the wife or the girlfriend, honey. You could upgrade them. I got to keep these motherfuckers, okay? I got to be around these badass kids for the rest of my life, and now they kids. That's the good thing about being somebody's woman. You get to leave. We don't get to leave. We got to stay here and pray for their ass and tell them they still look cute when they got tattoos all on their face. You still look cute, son. You know how mama do, son. You still look handsome. You still look handsome. You look better than your daddy do. That's all the fuck that matter. Okay, your daddy pulled me. You look better than your daddy. Girl, you got to tell your son, I don't care if your son ugly as hell, you supposed to build your son up and tell him he cute. You gonna break hearts. You a handsome young man. I don't care if your son ugly as shit. You know it be some ugly ones. You just tell them they look cute. Send them out into the world with high confidence. Ugly motherfucker. John said, Blueface to y'all. He said, Ma, you know I still look good. I said, yep, you sure do, son. You're handsome. You're more handsome than your daddy ever was. Then I just go in the bathroom and be like, what? What? Yeah, child, you real handsome. You look real good. You look real good. He gonna block me as soon as he get out and see this shit. Oh, shit. Just know, if he blocked me, it ain't because of one of these females. It's because I told him he looked handsome. Okay? Yes, I will be there to pick Blue up. Blue has allowed 6-Ought cameras to be present. So make sure y'all go subscribe, because y'all already know how I'm going to do when we viral and we live on 6-Ought. It's only $4.99 right now. If you go pay $4.99, you guaranteed to pay $4.99 for the next 30 days. I can't up your price. That's the law. That's the law on the Patreon. You get to pay $4.99. You get to watch the party, the coming home party, the coming out the jail party. You get to watch it all for $4.99. But on the day he called me and say, Ma, you could come pick me up, I'm going to go straight to that Patreon, and I'm going to start off at $19.99 and work my way back down to $4.99. Y'all know how we do it in marketing. If you don't know, you need to take a marketing class. But what your ass want to do right now while the stocks is still down, because he ain't out yet. You know, we ain't dumb. The stocks is still down at $4.99. But the minute Shade Room, TMZ, all them motherfuckers start popping up for them exclusives, that price gonna rise. I can't rise the price up. I can't raise that price up on y'all if you already paid $4.99. So go lock your rate in right now. And now I'm being nice and telling y'all, because you know you're going to pay. You know you're going to pay to watch Journey go get her daddy. You know you're going to pay to see how this shit flow, because he got a new lady. You know you're going to want to see all this shit, because I want to see it. Hell, I paid $19.99 on that day, because I'm trying to figure out how this going to work. Jaden don't want the kids there. Then we got the new girlfriend there. I got to figure out how to work all this shit out. Okay? So make sure y'all go, and I'm going to be listening to the comments for y'all's support and direction. Some of y'all I already know y'all slow. Y'all better come get these discounts, right, Bree? Because me and Bree finna pull up, okay? Bree kids finna pull up with they free blue signs. Y'all know how the fuck we do it over here. We love our kids over here. And then when Dre get out, we gonna pull up too with security. We gonna pull up. We gonna pull up with our signs. We gonna pull up with our signs again. How do I subscribe? Can somebody put the ABN90? Can you put the Patreon in here for us? I see a couple of y'all in here that's on the Patreon. Can somebody put the Patreon in here while we got 5 million people on here so they could go get the discount? And don't y'all tell nobody. Don't let them $89.99 if the girl from Baltimore pull up. That part. No, we will not be doing that. You know, we will not be doing that. We will not be doing that. But you right about that. If somebody pull up that ain't supposed to pull up and the security got to get the security, I'm definitely going to charge $100, okay? I might give her cut. I don't know. But anyway. Oh, there we go. Somebody got it up. Thank you, JC Cleveland 216. Okay, we got 216. We got Ohio on the Patreon. That's what I'm talking about. If you from Ohio and you ain't watching my family show, you ain't from Ohio. You ain't shit if you ain't supporting from Ohio. Is your show still premiering? Yes, there is over 100 episodes. So you could start now and start watching so you could get the truth and be like, oh, fuck, okay, all of this was going on and we didn't know, we was just watching a little clickbait. Okay, yes, all the episodes from day one are still up there. If there's a couple missing from there, they're on my YouTube because I had to have a fill-in like video guide and maybe I didn't like the sound. So I didn't put it on there, but it's on my YouTube. So go to my Patreon, pay the $4.99, go to my YouTube, that's free. It's a couple bloopers over there. And my YouTube is Tea with Auntie. Tea with Auntie. TEA, the auntie like aunties on Auntie's podcast, TEA, and then Tea with Auntie. So if it's any missing episodes, I got the first original episode with Jaden. The first original episode with Kershawn is still up. All my episodes is still on the Patreon. So yes, you can go catch up, binge watch, and find out from day one how we've been growing, ups, downs, round and round in this family. Okay? I was so happy to see John's dad support me finally on the upbringing that and John helped out with all the kids. When John daddy came over and brought John something, I had to teach him, but he learned real quick. He would bring not one coloring book, but 2 coloring books. He would bring 3 cheeseburgers, not 1 cheeseburger. You know, and then Blue didn't let his dad bring nothing without bringing his brother and his sister something. So teach y'all kids the right way. I know y'all be like, that ain't his baby, that ain't my baby, but you don't do that at people's house. If you gonna show up to somebody's house and bring your kids some McDonald's and there's other kids there, whether they your kids or not, cousins, you don't show up with one bag. You call and see who up over there before you pull up with the McDonald's. And if my cousin is here, you bring an extra cheeseburger. My brother here, whatever. You know, if you ain't got enough, don't bring none. We don't need a cheeseburger. We'll make some holy cheeseburgers in the kitchen, okay? But don't y'all be letting one nigga bring no one bag of McDonald's and you got 6 kids watching one kid because his daddy ain't gonna never show up. And then one daddy showing up. I didn't play that shit. So I was glad to see Jonathan daddy supporting his upbringing on one of them blog pages. I reposted it. Stop being like the Republicans. What she mean by that? What she mean by stop being like the Republicans? I am a Republican, but tell me what you mean. My brother dad did the EOS shit. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? Your brother, that's when you was supposed to tell your brother, hey, when they be at your ass on that playground, don't I pull up? I don't see your daddy pulling up to get them up off you. Because Dre was there pulling people up off Blue every day. With that mouth he got. You know that mouth Blue got, honey. He knew he could use his mouth because he knew Dre had them hands. Got them hands. Gonna always have them hands. He talk all his shit because he know his brother gonna pull up, okay? So yes, your brother supposed to tell your daddy when he come up over here, we gonna beat his ass if he only bring 1 cheeseburger. No, we love our son very much. We both love our son very much. So I don't know nothing about John's daddy ever being on no drugs. I know John's dad had a real hard life. We both came from parents who had drugs, so we never did drugs. We never did drugs together. I've never seen his dad do any drugs. Both of them have weird ass allergies. So if you ever see them putting something in their nose or sniffling or sneezing, Blueface and his dad got the worst allergies ever, okay? Blue had to have surgery on his allergies. So if they say that he's sniffling or doing something with his nose, he just know he got them allergies. He do all of that. And so do the daddy. So I've never known his dad to do any drugs. I've never known his dad to have friends that do drugs. And his dad is still friends with his friends from high school. So I can't attest to that, but I seen it. I did see it. Do you dress up for Halloween? Sometimes I do the little fun costumes. I don't do the little devil stuff. Journey says she wanted to be a witch. I like the kids to be free to do what they want to do, but I don't know if we gonna let her be no witch. She says she wanted to be the witch. I think Jonathan has already denied any of those offers. Obviously, we can see people are moving on and doing their own thing again. So I think that would be safe to say that he's denying offers, and he's sticking to trying to do the right thing and be around the right people and have the right company. And I'm proud of him for that. I'm proud of him. Journey needs to stop cussing. I know, y'all. Don't blame it on Jaden, girl. I've been working on that cussing my whole life. I'm working on it, y'all. It's hard when you get 50-some years old and have to stop cussing because your grandkids be saying what you say. But it ain't Jaden, y'all. It's grandma. I be like, oh, shit. I be on the phone with my sister. And you know how you get on the phone with your sister and you be like, oh, that motherfucker stink ass. You know how you be on the phone. She be hearing me on the phone. I'm gonna work on it though, because I've had all grandsons and luckily they talk like they pawpaw. They don't talk like me, but I'm starting to see I gotta talk more responsibly with granddaughters. And I be catching myself a lot more now than I did last month. Okay, so I'm gonna work on that with Journey. So if she tell you to shut the F up, just blame it on me, and I'm gonna work on it, keep working on it, okay? He needs blue. Wait. He needs blue at the meet and greet. What meet and greet? Jaden and John are still best of friends. They have known each other since they were kids. They'll never be enemies. That's just not their character. They are always going to be best friends no matter what. So Journey will gather you right on up. Tell them, Bree. What? Journey is not playing no games, but we going to work on it. We going to teach her how to shut it down without saying cuss words. But honey, she shuts it down. Honey, I don't even know if John is ready for that type of... I don't think he's ready. I cannot wait to see how he acts towards her. But y'all gonna get to see it. Y'all gonna get to see like how she responds. And I just got so much anxiety because I feel like she's gonna be shy and feel like she's gonna cry. Then another part of me feels like she's just gonna take off and run towards him. I know Javon is just gonna... Javon is just probably gonna cry. He's acting hard. Javon is acting hard. But y'all, I was away from my dad for like 1 year when I was like 9 years old. I didn't see my dad for a whole year. So I know the emotions that they are going through, and I know how excited they're going to be. And make sure that y'all be nice in the comments, okay? So if you see me with some snot and some boogers, or y'all see Journey with some snot and some boogers, just let us have our day, okay? I'm agreeing to share that with y'all. Can I pin more than one thing? Thank you. God goes, grind, grow, glow. She just posted the Tiwa auntie. You need to bring your last grandson to see his father. If we had that type of a relationship, I would absolutely have no problem with that. But I want this to be a peaceful day, and I don't want anyone to ruin it. And so we have to do things in God's timing, but we have to keep the peace because Journey and Javon have waited so patiently. They have waited so patiently for their dad that I just want this to be, because they're going to remember this because they're older. I want this to be absolutely perfect. So I don't want them to see nobody arguing or bickering or being weird. I just want this to be a magical moment for them. I'm just so happy that he chose me to be present for it. I'm grateful, and I promise you, this moment is gonna erase every argument. I've already erased every argument that we've ever had, but this is gonna take the cake. Hey, loving boy mom. This is their moment. Hey, Bree. Happy birthday, Bree. Bree, y'all say happy birthday to Bree. Today is Bree's birthday. She's our number one star. She's probably on more episodes than all my kids on the 6 Dot Network. She's the one who keeps me grounded. She's the one who keeps me from snatching a kid. She's the one who keeps me from cussing somebody out. She's the one who keeps me together, child. That's my sister from the Lord. I can't tell you when he get released, but I can tell you right now that if you don't go pay that $4.99 to that link right there, you're going to be mad when I charge $19.99. And I don't want to hear you jump on this motherfucker talking about how she going with her ghetto ass, going with her son just getting out of jail, going to charge us $19.99. She ought to be ashamed of herself. Don't nobody want to watch that bullshit. And that's going to be your fault, not mine. You're going to get the little clips and the little clickbait that they screen record. Because you know if they screen record the whole thing, they going to go to jail. And the Patreon going to rob them and charge them and sue them. So you're going to get the little fake clickbaits. And you ain't going to get to see the real deal. But you could have been watching the whole moment with your box of tissue and your popcorn and your soda pop like, oh, look at Blue. Look at Blue, y'all. Look at my baby. That's how you want to be. I paid my $4.99 gladly. Okay, Arden Spunk. Thank you, girl. You look the same every day. I see you, girl. I be so tired over here. I've been moving. Somebody moved out on one of my rental properties, and the lady that usually helped me couldn't help me. I've been doing that shit myself. Shit, I still get in the trenches about my man and my money. Did you see the video where Ronnie was at the birth? No, I did not see that video. I'm sorry. I didn't know that he was at the birth. You need to start a Moms with Sons in the Music Industry podcast. My son is a battle rapper and would be stressful. I would be happy to let my voice be heard. Oh, that's a good idea. I like that. Why don't you DM Bree and so we can get something together? That's a good idea. I'm all for the moms getting together, especially when it comes to these hard-headed knucklehead ass, think they wet behind the ears, smelling they funk. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Young, dumb, and full of cum. Yes, we have to join forces and get together. Boy moms, we do. You know, the girl's going to be our best friend. Even when we knock them in the head, next week we going to go get our nails done. But these boys, honey, they get a little wet behind the ears or a little bit of that tuna fish, honey. And they act like they don't know where the hell they at. Yes, that's a great idea. Let's get together for Showbiz Moms and let's talk. I would love to start a podcast where y'all hop on here and help give us some pointers and we share some ideas with other mothers who putting their kids in the industry. And don't be scared of putting y'all kids in the industry. I hate that everybody thinks about, oh, the Illuminati, oh, the kids all grow up and be bad. Like, there's so many actors. There's so many people that are in show business who grow up and have absolutely no problem, but y'all know the 10 of them or 12 of them, might even be 15 of them, and then it makes it look bad for the other ones. But there are so many childhood actors, childhood musicians that we gotta work together and talk about it, okay? I learned some things even myself that I should have did, that I didn't do, that I didn't even know to do. So that is a great fucking idea. Because I should have told Blue, and when you get up here, I didn't even tell my son about the women. I mean, he was playing football, so he naturally knew that, you know, cheerleaders and girls are always around. And I always tell him, you know, you got to be courteous. You got to keep your phone camera on. You got to have a hidden camera in your house, nigga. I've been put them up on game on certain things, but I don't really think I talk to them about somebody. And this, I'm not talking about any one particular person. It could be the next girl. It could be another girl. I don't think I really talk to them about like how we're able to dominate men, manipulate them to do what we want, turn them against people, the power of the coochie. Like, I don't think I got to have those conversations. I think I was too busy teaching them like how to eat the coochie. Like, when you eat the coochie, you don't eat nobody's ass. I never taught them how to like eat no coochie. Like, you spread the legs, do this, do that. I never taught them like that. I just said, when they came to me, one of them came to me and said, I won't say which one, but they both have asked me about eating coochie because the girl want her coochie ate, you know, and I tell them, like, you shouldn't be eating nobody's coochie until you get married because you don't know where the coochie been. But I know you going to do what you want to do because I did what I wanted to do, but don't eat nobody ass. So that was my direction about eating coochie. And maybe they was mad that I told them don't eat no ass because the girl wanted them to eat the ass and they probably didn't eat the ass. But I saw that was my advice. I don't know how y'all teach y'all sons, but I just told them don't eat no ass. Okay? So when they out here talking about all you taught me how to do is eat coochie and they got an attitude, I think they mad that I told them don't eat no ass. Maybe they eat ass now and they like it, or they, you know, they didn't get the girl because they didn't eat ass. I don't know. But I never taught nobody, how you gonna call somebody an old hoe and stay here? Girl, bye, Cocoa Puff, bye, out of here. Oh shit, I almost blocked Bree. I almost blocked you, Bree. Now, she finna be mad in the motherfucker. She can't be part of this conversation. Because you could have called me old, but you ain't gonna sit here and call me no old hoe. That ain't true. I've been married for 12 years. Ain't never been nowhere near another man. In 14 years, I only been with my husband. So, girl, you got the wrong one, baby. We don't do shit like that over here. I'm still on my number. I'm still on my hands. I don't give a fuck if I do got 3 baby daddies, bitch. This pussy is still on my hands. Maybe not one hand, but I'm on 2 hands. I'm under 2 hands. Well, how many hands is y'all under? Let me know. How many hands is y'all under? And don't lie. I might be close to another stack of hands, but I'm under my hands. But where y'all at? That was disrespectful as hell, old hoe. She could have called me old, but you ain't have to put no, don't lie on me. Don't lie on me. Now, I ain't never said I ain't did no hoe shit, but I ain't never been no hoe. You ain't got a hoe when you got that good. When you know how to use what you got to get what you want, baby, you ain't never gotta be no hoe. Not to Karlissa, Bree, and Blue's kids picking up Blue. Girl, Bree kids is Blue favorite fans. They was at the courthouse. They had their signs up. They had their free Blue signs up at the courthouse. Spent 16 years with my 5th man. Okay, girl. Tell them again. There we go. Big CJ said she spent 16 years with her 5th man. Okay? Yeah, some of y'all done had 5 men in the last month. Leave us alone. This coochie smell right over here, honey. It ain't got no bacteria. It don't no bacteria. I want to come with my flyers. When I tell y'all, I'll give y'all the green light when he take us to the restaurant. Because you know, he haven't even seen his restaurant yet. He have not even seen his restaurant yet in person. He just seen pictures. And pictures do not do justice, okay? He have not even seen his restaurant yet. So I'll give y'all the green light when we pull up to the restaurant. But don't tell him I told y'all. If you tell him I told y'all, I won't tell you shit else. Wait. Can't wait to mine heal. Girl, when that coochie heal up, you ain't gonna know what to do with it. And it don't bleed. Girl, I ain't had no period since I was 28. This coochie don't got none of that bullshit, okay? None of that bullshit. I got a business move for him. Oh, shit. You better be the... Girl, you should have sent the business proposal to the jail. How slow can you be? If you had a business proposal, don't you know he been reading all that bullshit trying to make the time go by? Girl, when he get out and tell us who been writing him letters and been encouraging him, I can't wait. Because he got some free tickets. He ain't told me who. He got some free people that's coming to the party that he want to give a shout out. Hey, Mignon, I love you, girlfriend. Call me. That's one of my bridesmaids right there from high school. Hey, Minnie. Heavenly touched. I love you, girl. Yeah, so I heard he got some people that's going to be pulling up to the party that he going to give a special thank you to. I don't know if y'all sent some money or y'all sent some letters, but he got a couple people on his list that he said help hold him down. You had a hysterectomy, girl. I had a partial. Okay? I got all my wet without the box. Okay? What you know about that? I don't got none of that other stuff. Right, Bree? We still got our hormones. We liable to slap a hoe any day. I love you too, chosen one. So whoever been sending the letters, I know it's about 10 or 12 or 13 of y'all that he said he was some special people that sent some special letters. You got enough time to send. You got enough time to send some shit. So if you got a proposal or a plan, you better hurry up and get that motherfucking letter in there. You better go down to that post office and pay and tell them people to put a rush on it. You better come down here for the coming home party, girl. My baby coming home. You better be down here. Okay, guys, so if you already have your tickets, we might have to change the date to the 30th. So if you flying out, make sure you staying at least 2 days, which for sure, if you flying out, you staying 2 days. So if you come into the coming home party, the link to the tickets is in my bio. And if it's not, you will find it on my page. Just scroll through my post. The Eventbrite is there. Make sure you get the right Eventbrite, because y'all know people be doing weird shit. And make sure you get your tickets to the party. Now, the party was going to be on the 29th, but it might have to be on the 30th. And I can't tell y'all why might have to switch that day, but you know. Okay? Let me hold 100. Shit, let me hold 100. You got that young coochie. I know you got $100. Canyon Country was so quiet back in the day. Yeah, I know you got $100 for us. You got that young stuff. Give us $100. Give us $100. Are you buying tickets for your followers? I think he got some free tickets coming. He gonna let me know as soon as he's touched down who he got free tickets for. I don't know if y'all wrote some letters or what y'all did, but he got something for y'all as soon as he get here. And I got some too for a couple people too. I might buy 10 tickets myself. I'm just a first grade teacher. I ain't even got it. Oh, she the teacher. That's our teacher. Make sure you do right by them kids. We love you. We appreciate you. Address Krishan's allegations. I have no comment. You guys can pretty much see from here that Jonathan had very good parents. He had a very good life. He graduated from $1 million home. If you know, you know. He went to private school. He graduated in Golden Valley High School in Santa Clarita, California. And that pretty much tells you everything you need to know. Okay? Now, I am not denying at all that Jonathan started off until he was about 7 years old. 8, 9, maybe 9 years old in Los Angeles, California. So yes, all his friends, all his homies, all his day ones, yes, they from the trenches, they from the hood. He got some hood life in him. He done been chased home. He done chased some people home. I'm not saying he wasn't down there. I'm not telling y'all no lies. I'd never do no shit like that, okay? I'm not telling you that his neighbors, wasn't the neighbors. I'm telling you that yes, he would where he grew up on Washington and Redondo, just before La Brea. So yes, he from over there. And yes, them friends and them people, they stay friends their whole life. I'm not lying to you about that. But soon as I learned that love didn't love nobody and that I needed to get me somebody that could pay for shit, that's what I did, okay? And I made sure after that he was in good hands in a good neighborhood like Allstate, okay? Can I get an amen? And that's what you do, okay? Once you learn what that worth is, honey, you get on up out of there. I love Blueface. Them females is nothing without him. He has a really good heart. He either hot or he cold. He got a really good heart. And if you didn't know, you should have known. But when he get ugly, he ugly. Okay? Don't tell him I told y'all. All right, I'm gonna get off of here and get me something to eat because I ain't ate yet. I've been working all morning. I've been decorating, getting my house ready, so when he come out, he be like, God damn, Ma, you did good with your checks. You invested your shit properly. I can't wait, girl. I'm over here. I'm about to put my Christmas lights up, honey. I'm about to have my shit bling blinging when he come home, honey. Like, yes, son. Moving on up. That's the Aquarius in him. Can get real ugly, girl. I understand him because my daddy is an Aquarius. So he can't fuck with me, and he should have known that, Jack. Because my daddy was an Aquarius and my mama was a Leo. You already know I know. Okay? If your mama is a Leo and your daddy is an Aquarius, bitch, you gang. Okay? You got it. We already know you gonna make it. You gonna make it. I don't give a fuck if you a weak ass Pisces. If your mama is a Gemini, if your mama is a Leo and your daddy is an Aquarius, you gonna make it. I don't care if you a punk ass Cancer. If your mama is a Leo and if your mama a Leo, she could do crack, get off crack, get back on crack. Don't lose shit. Don't never sell shit. She ain't gonna pawn shit. She always gonna have a crib. If your mama a Leo, your mama could go to the depths of hell and don't lose shit. I tell you, hey, everybody else mama that was on crack, they VCR was missing and shit. My mama smoking crack right with they mama. Wasn't nothing missing in our house, honey. We ain't see no eviction letter. Ain't nobody never tell us to leave. If your mama a Leo, you gonna make it. What about Virgo? Girl, I'm half Virgo. So you already know. I think them is the best two combinations that the Lord could have ever made for me, honey. I know how to count that motherfucking money and I sure ain't scared to spend it. Okay? I am August 22nd. I'm a Leo and a Virgo and I know it. Because that Leo be trying to punk me like, that Leo be like, bitch, spend all your money you don't need. You gonna get some more money. You gonna make some. That Virgo be like, okay, so we need to calculate. We need to pay our taxes. We need to pay our That Virgo do not play, okay? I be going back and forth like, which one of y'all bitches is we working with today? Is we buying or is we selling? Okay, so yes, Virgo, gang, Virgo for sure. You can't play with no Virgo. Them is the best wives in the whole world, too. I'ma tell you. That's the only reason I got a husband is because I'm a Virgo. Child, if it would have been up to that Leo, I'd be still out here selling that hot cock. Won't he do it? Girl, if I was all Leo, y'all already know. If I was all Leo, we don't give a fuck. It's that Virgo that be keeping me calm. That Virgo be like, he said, go wash them fucking dishes, ho. That Leo be like, fuck that nigga, I ain't washing that shit. Let him wash that shit. Girl, it's the grace of God that I was born August 22nd at 10:30 at night. Girl, that shit be talking to each other. My husband come home, he be like, damn, you ain't do no laundry today? That Leo be like, nigga, get in there and do that shit yourself. Girl. That Virgo be like, oh, my bad, hon. I'm going to go do some laundry right now. That Leo be like, get somebody else to do it. Don't you got a maid? I don't know about none of y'all other signs. I know Callie is a Taurus, and we got to see each other once a week. It's like a period, okay? We know what day. I know the Taurus. I know the Aries, because Andre is an Aries. Andre is my most magnificent. Like, me and Andre could have built this whole fucking nation together. They just too fucking ziggity boo. I'm just like, God damn. Every Aries I know, they can't fucking make up their mind. One week they want to be the goddamn Hulk Hogan. The next week they want to be a kitty cat. I don't know what it is with the Aries. Girl, them Aries, they too pop off for me. But that's your backbone, though. That's your Aries. That's your backbone, honey. He gonna keep you at that cross with Jesus, honey. Andre keeps me at that cross. Honey, I be feeling like I'm about to get out here and have me a little sinny sin. Shit, you gonna get a call from that Aries like, you need to go down there and pray for him. Shit, that nigga acting up. You gonna have to go down there and pray right now. I can't get a day off, okay? I got to call Jesus at 12 o'clock, 6 o'clock. Girl. And blue is Aquarius. I know Dre so fine. Dre is actually my cutest kid. Now, Callie is very beautiful and Blue is very handsome. But Dre is, girl, we would go to the mall, honey. Child, honey. Dre didn't even have to be a celebrity or nothing, honey. They used to think I was his little girlfriend when I picked him up from school, till I'd be like, get your motherfucking ass in this car. You know I'm not about to be sitting out here waiting for you to be out here talking to all these little hot tail girls. Get your ass in this car. Then they know, oh, that's your mama. Girl, I take Dre to the mall, honey. I don't care if the lady work in the mall or not, honey. I'm getting a discount. He getting a phone number. She putting in the military discount. I don't even know nobody in the military. It's hard raising sons, girl. It's so hard to raise them. Thank God I was a tomboy, a stud at the time. Y'all know I used to be a little on the funny side, you know what I'm saying? I was a little LGBT, you know what I'm saying, from the community. So I didn't, luckily they didn't, they got to be too hard. I feel like they didn't get to see none of my feminine side. Because I was too busy trying to be a man. They didn't get to see none of my feminine side. Just a little bit, girl. Woo, child. Tell your husband I love his wife. Girl, I ain't telling Mrs. Sappho that. Mrs. Sappho is a Taurus. Child. Love Callie, my Taurus sister. Karlissa, please, you not butch girl. I used to try to do my voice and everything. Like, oh yeah, what's up? Like, yeah, girl, I used to go to the strip club. I'll take like 2 bitches home too. I used to be up in that strip club, girl, with all the ones. All the ones, girl. And then I was so gangster about it. I wear all my sugar daddy clothes and my sugar daddy jewelry. Girl. On Monday through Thursday, I was a mom with a sugar daddy, okay? And then I turned into the stud on Friday to Sunday. So from Friday to Sunday, I wore my sugar daddy clothes, his little jewelry, and them bitches used to be on me, honey. I put on that baseball cap, that little lip liner. All I had to do was lick them lips, honey. What, girl? I was a little stud. Had my little Jordan collection, honey. Yes, honey. Didn't leave home without my strap on. 9 inches thick. 9 inches thick. And if she say it's itchy, bitch, you better put a condom on it. What? My kids did not know nothing either, honey. I wait till they be asleep before I dip out. I put my uniform on at my homegirl house, because my homegirl used to play, she used to play both sides too. We get dressed at her house. My kids didn't know nothing. The one day somebody told them. I beat that girl up, something terrible, honey. Went to jail and everything. Like, why would you tell my kids I'm out here doing this bullshit? You don't tell nobody kids that, girl. My kids was laughing at me. Girl, they say you gay. I said, huh? Girl, Blue and Dre over there cracking up. They say you gay. I said, who told you that? Girl, y'all don't know. My life has been a movie. That's going to be part 2 of the book, okay? Child, I'm like, how you talking about I'm gay? I got a whole boyfriend. They're like, nah, you little bisexual or something. We heard about you and your girls. Girl, you can't hide shit from your kids. After that, I started getting my life right with the Lord. I was like, shit, they might start thinking this is okay, and they might try it. So I got a little nervous. I said, Lord, if you get me out of jail from beating this girl up, I'm going to straighten up and fly right. And that's how I came out the community. I really didn't want to go, but I did it for the Lord. I did. I loved over there in the community. I love the community. They have a way more fun time. They turn up all night. They don't be arguing and fighting. We be dancing. We was having a good time, honey. And they twerk you down when you got that strap on, honey. Let me stop reminiscing. But I got my life together when my kids found out. I said, let me straighten up and fly right. And I gave my life to the Lord, and I came up out the community. And that's my story. That's my story for the community. Girl, the kids caught me. I had to give my life to Jesus. Woo! They was laughing. Yes, honey. Glory to God, honey. I gave my life to God. I said, if you let me get through this, I am not going to ever do this again. And I ain't never did it again. I ain't never did it again. I don't be watching it on TV or nothing. Yes, honey. Jesus delivered me. And I ain't looked back. Girl, because I was up in that jail, honey. I was up in that jail getting ready to do 7 years. I said, Jesus, it don't take 7 years for you to get me together. You know it don't take 7 years. I said, Jesus, if you get me out of this, I'm going to throw my strap on away. Soon as I get home, soon as you get me out of here, I'm going to throw it away. Girl, I had my gun and my strap on hidden in the same spot. Nobody never seen nothing. I said, Lord, if you get me through this, I'm going to get rid of my guns and my strap-on. Girl, I had a whole funeral for my strap-on. I buried my strap-on in the backyard. 81st and Broadway. It's probably still there. Somebody go dig my strap-on up. Where the 6-eye cameras at? Thank y'all. Where the 6-eye cameras, y'all? We going to dig up the strap-on. We're going to go dig him up. Girl, I buried that strap-on in that backyard. I put that dirt on that strap-on. I said, Lord, now you're going to have to send me a husband because you know I'm a freak. You know I'm a freak, Jesus. I need a husband. I said, Jesus, you don't want me in the community? You don't want me in the community? And you don't want me running around with every Tom, Dick, and Harry, Jesus. You know I need a husband and I need him to be 9 inches. I need him to be at 9 strong inches. Girl, you got to be specific when you pray. Y'all see, y'all not being specific when you pray. I said, Jesus, he got to be strong. He got to be able to handle this mouth because you know I talks a lot. And you know I can get smart real quick. I need a strong man, Jesus, because this mouth might run him off. And girl, he sent me a husband that loved me to talk. He just crack up at all my jokes. My husband think I'm the funniest person in the fucking America, honey. I'm about to go ask him if he can help me dig up that strap-on. If he can help me dig that strap-on up to give it a proper burial. We got to dig up the strap-on and give it a proper burial, y'all. We didn't give it a proper burial. It ain't in no box or nothing. It's just in the dirt, dead. Hell no, give me 6 inches. Girl, that's that young. You got that young booty, honey. When you get this old and you push out 3 babies. I mean, I didn't get to push out no babies. I'm going to tell y'all the truth, and then I'm going to get off here because I'm hungry. I didn't get to have none of my babies natural because my first baby, Dre, that's the king of Zamunda, okay? I was 17 years old, and it was very painful, and, you know, back then they was arguing about that damn epidural, the medicine, it's gonna make you slow, all that bullshit, right? So, of course, 17, you scared, I'm in there about to deliver the damn baby, and then they didn't give me none of the medicine. Girl, that shit get to kicking my ass 18 hours. I'm standing on the bed. I'm about to jump out the window. I'm jumping all around the fucking room. I'm talking about the nurse came in. I thought she was a nice African lady. This bitch gonna come in there talking about, you have to calm down. You have to calm down. You can't be doing this. You're embarrassing everyone. Who the fuck is everyone? Girl, I ain't got no baby daddy in there to beat up. I ain't got no baby daddy in there because I had to choose out of the baby daddies. Either it was this baby daddy or my best friend, which was my neighbor. I knew it was his baby because, you know what I'm saying? There wasn't no way I was pregnant by my boyfriend. It just don't never work like that. Whenever you cheat, shit just always gets fucked up. Just know that. Anytime you cheat, it's always going to be fucked up. It's going to be the one you don't want it to be, okay? My best friend was my best friend, but he was my neighbor, and I told y'all I'm a freak. And then with my boyfriend, I couldn't find him, so I humped on my neighbor. So it was out of my neighbor, which was my best friend, or my boyfriend, okay? This is the true story. I'm telling y'all, I'm sticking to it. My mom, everybody can attest to this story. Girl. And the sad part about it is my neighbor had that shit, okay? My neighbor was like, shit. I was looking for my neighbor, even when I could find my boyfriend. I was looking for the neighbor, but he didn't really have it all together. You know what I'm saying? He just was my neighbor. He wasn't like the cool guy, the it guy, whatever. He just was the neighbor, okay? So I'm up in there. I'm not about to take nobody in there because I don't know, and I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings and then have one person in here and it's not his. So I went in there by myself with my daddy, okay? I took my daddy in that motherfucker with me. And my mama showed up smoking 2 cigarettes like she gave a fuck and was nervous and really loved me. I don't know what she was going through. My mama in the hospital trying to smoke 2 cigarettes at one time, about to get put out. My daddy in there like, listen, please sit down. Please, I'll buy you a new car. Just please stop jumping all around. Girl, tell me y'all wasn't jumping around. I barely had period cramps, let alone labor pain. Girl, I'm talking about I was hopping and that motherfucker like, whoa. Girl, I was talking in tongues. I was wooing. I was like, oh, I can't believe this shit. Anyway, that went on for 18 hours. And so the cord got wrapped. Oh, the lady that told me, back to the African lady. The African lady told me, you need to sit down. You need to sit down. I'm sure you wasn't jumping all around like that when you was getting pregnant. You was getting pregnant. You wasn't jumping all around like this. She said you should have keep your pennies up. Keep your pennies up. I said, motherfucker, I pulled them to the side. Because I did. She said, you pulled them to the side. I said, yes, now what you got to say? Girl, I must have scared that African lady, girl. Because, in Africa, they don't be giving up the booty at 17. They don't be doing it like we be doing it in America. So she didn't even understand how the hell I was in there pregnant. Both my parents in here, y'all just let this bitch get pregnant. Like, they just here. They don't run me. Shit. She was doing drugs and he was over there with his wife and I was grown. Anyway, so that's what happened. And the cord wrapped around Andre's neck, y'all. My baby was choking. And so when they took me into the delivery room, I got to feel that sensation. Where the mothers at in here? Like when you push and it just feels so good. And it's like, it's the best thing in the world, y'all. The feeling of pushing the baby out is like magic. Everybody that know what I'm talking about, please raise your hand and tell me I'm not the only one, because I ain't talked to nobody about this before, ever. If y'all know what I'm talking about, raise your hand. Or maybe it was just Dre, because he was just a beautiful baby. He came out beautiful, okay? Dre came out fine as hell, long as hell, like 24 inches long. Like, you knew this nigga gonna be 6 foot. Like, you could just tell everything about Dre on the day, okay? Oh, yes. Okay. So it's not just me. Like, and it just feels so good. And then guess what the doctor did? The motherfucking doctor, the African doctor, he gonna push the baby back in. Talking about the cord on his neck, the cord on his neck. Girl, she pushed the baby back in. They put the mask on my face. I woke up. I had a cut like I was goddamn Frankenstein from my coochie all the way up to my navel. With a whole bunch of stitches. This is the God's honest truth. Like Frankenstein. I woke up screaming like, what the fuck is this? Girl, they done stapled a bitch down. Okay? Took the baby out. And then the baby, they gave me like the quick anesthesia, so I wasn't down long. Girl, my baby came out with gray eyes, shitting on himself, with the cord around his neck. And I said, from this day forward, this motherfucker gonna cause me hell. He is gonna be a problem. I'm talking about, girl, they wheel you down in that room real fast the whole way. I'm like, Jesus, I know you ain't playing with me with my child. Girl, I've been talking to Jesus like that about my kids for so long. He probably sick of my kids at this point. Like, if it wasn't for y'all mammy, I know he be telling them when they in them jail cells, if it wasn't for your mammy, nigga. Girl. Anyway, so, and then we had Dre. So, Dre is the first love of my life. Dre is the first love of my life. So that's what happened with Dre. So, and then I never really told Dre. I was always honest with him. Like, okay, Dre, this is what it is. This could be your daddy. This could be your daddy. I don't know. If you want to know, let me know. And he never said, I want to know. But then I found out that my family was sneaking him to hang out with my neighbor, which I didn't care. So he was hanging out with his dad when he was much younger, but he wasn't very fond of it. So I moved to California, and they didn't call looking for him, and I didn't call looking for them. So he wasn't raised with his dad because of that. He went finally on at his request, his authority, his request. He said, you know what, on the 6 Hot show, I'm going to do a DNA test. At 30, I was like, at 30 years old, you finna do a DNA test? He went and did the DNA test on the show, so y'all can go watch it. It's the most beautiful episode. I think his dad was scared to show up because he thought Dre was going to beat him up. I don't know. They probably got cuckoo telekinesis, so he already knew how Dre was rolling. I don't know, read his mind, whatever. Anyway, turned out good. Neither one of them acted cuckoo. They tried to a little bit, but Bree, where Bree at? Am I lying? Bree is on the episode. Bree flew to Ohio to make sure it was all copacetic, and it was. Best fucking episode ever. Shout out to Mike. Our whole 6 Hot team flew down there with us. We had a great fucking weekend. Andre found out who his dad was when we got back. That's on like the next episode. And I think he was very relieved. He's been since then talking to his dad. He went and stayed with him for a couple weeks, and they hung out, and now we're here. So I've talked to his dad a couple times since he's been in jail. He seems concerned, yet we go to court and nobody's there but me. But there's some really good episodes on the Patreon, so make sure you guys go tune in with an open heart, and I'll always judge. And I mean, I know y'all gotta judge, that's y'all job, but there's some real good, serious, real-hearted episodes in there, not scripted, real live episodes about real life shit that's really happening. You know, at the end of the day, that I'm just trying to make right. But I've always given my kids the option, even Blue, you know what I'm saying? When we put Blue's dad on child support, he was in the 12th grade, and he was fed up with his dad had stood him up. I went with what he wanted to do. Like, we could put the nigga on child support and make him pay for the rest of the year. That way you at least have some money when you go to college. Now, I'm not saying Blue's dad was a deadbeat. I'm just saying he did shit on his time. And you know, when kids get to high school and I'm trying to work and go to school, I can't do everything. So he wanted it on his time. So we did, when Blue was in high school, go put his dad on child support. And Blue got 1 year of child support on time every month like clockwork. Don't be mad, John. I didn't spend none of your child support money. I gave Blue that whole card. Okay? Because as long as I'm walking around with this shit on me right here, I don't need none of y'all niggas' money. Okay? So his son had the debit card. Y'all know they give him like a EBT card for the child support. Do any of y'all got an EBT card for the child support? It ain't an EBT card, but it is a child support card with the money on it. Nah, he only paid. He would send John money like when he got paid, but it will be like on his timing, like, oh, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. But then, you know, people have stuff that come up, like real life bills, or his wife might need some roses. I don't know. And it will be like, oh, well, you know, can he wait till next week? And he got tired of that when it came like time for him to like get his stuff situated for college or whatever. He wasn't working on nobody else's time. So we did do that for 1 year. No, I have an EBT card. No, they give you a regular card, like a credit card at the child support office here in California. Y'all can ask for it, where the money like goes on the card. So when my son, when Blue went to college, I gave him that card when the money just started going on there, like back pay went on there, some more shit went on there. He went to college with like $4,000 of his dad's money on that card. Sometimes he would share the money back with his dad. I mean, they besties. They besties. She said in Ohio too. Okay, so I'm not tripping. Ohio got a card too. So if y'all want a card, a debit card with your child support on it, make sure you get you one. Don't let them tell you they got to send you them paper checks. Can you do some cooking episodes? You know what? I am going to start doing some cooking episodes when we start Thanksgiving. Now, that's going to be a good question. I don't know how I'm going to do this. Maybe I'll cook half of the day with Jaden and half of the day with Angie. Angie don't have her mom. I don't know if Jaden's going to cook at her house because we normally cook together. But I may do half of the day of cooking with Angie and half of the day cooking with Jaden. It's so hard when your sons have multiple people in their life that, you know, have been there for so long and expect to be there. You know, this is where it gets really, really tough. And I don't have no problem out of Cali baby daddy. Y'all see, he just left here helping me put my house together. He had to go to work, and the other baby daddy come. We don't have no problem. They be here together. We don't have no problem. But I don't know how the girls work because this is my first time having to do it with the girls. So y'all pray for me that that is done, you know, right, and everything works smoothly. And it's not really just because Jaden is dating John. Y'all gonna put that on the goddamn shade room. Because it's not because Angie is dating John. Like, oh, this is just his girlfriend. She could be a fly-by-night. Angie have been in John's life as his friend off and on since they was like 13 years old. So naturally, I know her. You know, I talked to her off and on this whole time as well. And her mom passed away a couple years ago. So, and her family lives out of state. So she really doesn't really have much family. Her mom is gone. She doesn't have a relationship with her dad. So I feel somewhat obligated to make sure that she's okay too. And not just because she with my son, whether she with my son or not, but because she's a good, sweet young lady. And also because she reminded my son when her mom died and Blue was trying to be having an attitude with me or trying to like figure out how to hide me or wave me or whatever he was doing. Like, she came out and she reminded my son, like, your mom loves you. Like, I met you with your mom. Your mom's a good mom. Like, don't let these people convince you, you know who your mom is. Your mom's been in your life your whole life. You went to private school. Like, she reminded John who he was from his roots. That was the only person, and everybody was going to visit my son and talking to my son, his homeboys, his friends. I'll be like, can you tell my son I love him? Can you tell my son I miss him? You know, because I know John was going through something, you know, when he was in jail and trying to be mad at me. And I know how he is. She was the only person, you guys, out of everybody, including Jaden, including, you know, his little homeboys that I thought grew up with me. You know, nobody gave my son, and he told me. She's the only person who told me your messages, and that's what made me go to your messages. So then when her mom, fast forward, her mom passed away, it kind of lit a fire in him like, oh, shit. I don't want to be on bad terms with my mom over no dumb shit, and your mom just passed away, and we know her mom. We had holidays with her mom, Thanksgiving and Christmas. You know, they exchange Christmas gifts, and we go over there and eat, so I think a lot of life happened, and, you know, I'll forever be grateful for Angela doing that for my son and for me. Because she could have just jumped on the bandwagon, you know, what he said. Oh, yeah, okay, well, fuck your mom. Okay, fuck your mom. You know what I mean? But she gave him the real, raw truth about life. And, you know, instead of just trying to follow behind him or lead him away from his mother, she could have been a whole weirdo. So I'll be forever grateful for her, because that's part of the reason that we was able to get back in a good place. We always small talk, like the day he went to jail, I talked to him. He gave me instructions, you know, like, could you make sure the kids are straight, you know, that type of stuff, business, like how to handle things. But, you know, our conversations about remember when and, oh, remember when you used to pee in the bed, like those type of conversations. She encouraged that, and we are in a solid place and in a happy place, you know, because she encouraged that. So it is not nothing about, oh, you being messy, or, you know, he got a new girlfriend, she might not be this or that. If he don't never be with her or she decide to move on, I'll still be her friend, and I'll still do the best I can to help her on the days that she struggles without a mom. So I'm gonna be looking forward to that because I only have one biological daughter, and I have Jaden, who will always be my daughter. I love Jaden with all my heart. She's my sweetie pie. And that's just it. So it's hard being a boy mom. You know, the Callie's baby daddies, they don't even care. What up? Hey, moms, you know, one over here, one over there. They cool. So it's really hard with women. And that's why I'm trying to coach Jaden. If she's going to move on, then it's best to just be like, cool. You know, I was always cool with John's stepmom. I wasn't always cool with Callie's stepmom because of the terms that we met under, but we got to a cool place. By the time Callie had her 18th birthday party, me and the stepmom was at the party throwing back beers, throwing back drinks, happy to see our girls together. And the baby daddy wasn't even at the birthday party, okay? Just me and the stepmama and Callie and her sisters and her brothers. Jaden was there, and we had a great fucking birthday. So y'all got to start to learn how to, be your baby mama or your baby daddy's friend through life, because that's really the only way that you're going to guarantee. And the last thing I would want is for nobody to be in John's house right now. At least his dad is over there, you know? So you want to encourage that, because you don't never know when you really going to need your baby daddy or when he going to need you. And I'm about to go get something to eat because I'm starving and I got a little bit more cleaning up to do. Because I'm about to floss my shit on my son. Like, my house bigger than yours, boo. My house bigger than yours, boo. My acre bigger than yours. But I love y'all. Stay encouraged. And make sure y'all go subscribe to 6 Out so y'all can watch this most beautiful moment. And you know my book gonna drop the day my son dropped, because it makes sense for marketing. So Callie's doing good. She's doing homework and puzzles and football practice every day after school. Football practice 4 days a week, because grandma be tired and I be cold. When I'm this old, I could do everything but sit at that cold ass practice. Ooh, I hate that football practice. Girl, I can't believe they still sitting out there. Girl, I used to be out there with my heated blanket. I'm too cold. I'm going to take my turns when I can, but she out there at football practice. Matter of fact, she'll be there in a couple hours. $4.99 I spent this month. Can't wait for the book. Oh, thank you, Arden Spunk. You should get the baby for real. I'm open to whatever might help my son need, okay? I'm open to whatever my son need, but I'm not about to jeopardize none of the other kids for people that need. And it could be my own kid. If they need some medicine or they need some help, I'm not finna jeopardize the whole family just to get your baby, okay? I got another grandbaby. I got step grandbabies I ain't seen. But I can tell you this, the family is getting back together, okay? So we're going to keep praying that my stepkids pull up, and we're going to be right back the way we was. Because I used to have a whole house full of motherfuckers in here. Y'all know how we do. Love you too. All right. See y'all later.